Namaste, yogis. My name is Raghunath, and if you're here, this is day 22. Day 22 of our men's 30-day yoga challenge. We encourage men to show up for 10 minutes. We actually encourage women. We encourage all the sexes to show up here for 10 minutes a day. I initially started this for men, but we're getting a lot of feedback from women. So whatever you need, show up for 10 minutes. You get so much benefit out. Huge interest return, rate of return on your investment. It's a little investment, 10 minutes. Today, our shoulders. Oh, this is such a big thing for men, and women actually. People can't even lift their arms up over their head. So a lot of times in our practice, we have to undo years of neglect. Sometimes I have to undo years of weightlifting or years of so-called exercise, fitness, sports that have actually done damage to my body. So sometimes we come into yoga for our health. Sometimes we come into it for our therapy, our physical therapy, right? Sometimes we go for peace of mind. Sometimes we come for an open heart, and sometimes we find I want to find spirit in my life. So many reasons why it's calling us. So we're just going to start at the front of our mat. I'm at the side of the mat, but you're going to be at the front of the mat. And we're just going to bring our hands. Actually, let's keep our feet shoulders distance today. We're just going to bring our hands in big circles, just like this. Follow sort of my pace. And follow your breath here. Again, we like to say, I like to keep things simple. I like to keep things cheap, truthfully. It's heartbreaking when I see that we have to buy people are trying to sell us all different types of expensive machinery just to be healthy. You know what you need to be healthy? Go out in the woods, go for a walk. That's what you need to be healthy. Get in the morning sunlight. That's what you need to be healthy. Try to find fresh spring water, right? There's springs everywhere. Find some fresh spring water. Find some fresh fruit. Learn what's growing in your yard. The healthiest food you could eat is probably growing in your yard if you don't put any insecticides or pesticides on your yard. Never do that. Short-sighted, right? Just so you can have a green lawn. Who cares? Right? The healthiest things we can eat are growing wild. Just pick them. Find out what's healthy and pick them. Good. Put your hands to Namaste. Take a big inhale, reach up high. Draw your tummy in, fold down low. Place your hands on your knees, look up. Hang over your feet. Let your head go. Put a little bend in your knees, reach up high. You got any fruit trees in your yard? Eat those fruit. Eat the fruit trees. Don't put any spray on them. Eat the fruit. Big circles backwards. You don't have any fruit trees? Plant some fruit trees. Plant some fruit trees. Just like yoga. Best time to start yoga was yesterday. Second best time to start yoga is today, right? Best time to plant a fruit tree was yesterday. Second best time to plant a fruit tree is today. For generations, they'll appreciate that fruit tree. Big circles. Gives shade and gives fruit. Yes, food grows on trees. Inhale, reach up high. Drop and fold low. What to speak of you live in a place like California, places where there's so much fruit trees growing. Come down low, squat down, sit here and breathe. I once found, I was living in California, I saw in the middle of this gross strip mall, this lone orange tree growing. And it had filled with oranges. And I thought, are people crazy? Look at all these free oranges. I'm going to take these oranges. So I got in my convertible, climbed up and started picking the oranges. And I had a friend who saw me, he's like, are you crazy? You're going to eat those? This is how crazy our culture has come. That we don't get that our food actually comes from trees. Our food actually grows from the earth. The earth has provided everything for us. Isn't that quite fascinating? We're completely maintained. And I think I gotta purchase it somewhere. Keep your yoga simple too while we're at it. Good. Everybody come to downward facing dog. All I need is some breath and some sunshine. Inhale. Shift the plank. Drop to your knees. Good. Let's do a few push-ups to warm up. If you're not good at push-ups, do them on your knees. If you're good at push-ups, do them with straight legs. We're going to do 5 to start today. Nice, just like this. Drop right to your heart. From here, hands out wide. Start to hover. Try to find length as well. Lift your toes up. Now bring those hands forward. Try to find length and height. Big inhale. Hands to the floor. Good. We're doing 3 push-ups. On your knees if you want. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Downward facing dog. Open up your feet. Press through your hands. Look at my feet. They're a little wider than usual. My hands are a little wider. Take your left hand on your butt. What would that be like? If you think that's easy, lift up your foot. You don't have to do this, of course, but I have to throw it out there because we're on day whatever, million. Right hand on the butt. Keep the integrity of down dog. You don't have to do this next crazy thing I'm doing, but you can play if you want. Walk your feet forward. Kneel down. Hands out wide. Now watch, my right arm is going to cross underneath my left arm. See that? They call it the Garuda Mudra. Right? The mudra of the eagle carrier of Vishnu. It's going to start to stretch my shoulders. Again, wide. Other one. Left arm comes under right. Lift up the elbows. So the elbows are sort of in front of my face so I can't even see the camera. Wide arms, back to the first side. Stretching these shoulders, untying the knots in my arms that I created all these years. Long arms, last time, 3 times each side. Count. Okay. So from here, we're going to come to standing, but I'm going to use a strap. Most of us are going to need a strap for this, or we're going to need a sock or a dish towel. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one hand with the strap over my head and one hand behind my back. So it looks like this. Some of us can grab our hands. Other of us will just climb these hands up. So you see my elbow is sort of coming out of my head. This is another, it's so tough for a lot of shoulders. If you lifted weights, or if you just sat on the couch your whole life, you're going to struggle with this, right? But eventually you'll find that they actually change. Stay and breathe. Broaden your chest. If you want to make this tougher, take a leg and put it in tree pose, right? We always can make things tougher. See, we're not even doing that much. Simple things. Good. And then we're going to release it. Release the arms. Let's do the other side. So I like to give this little arm a little tug at the bottom. This arm should be coming out of my head, and I'm crawling my hands together. You cannot see. I wish maybe my shorts are getting in my way. Maybe I should have purchased those expensive yoga pants. Stand up tall. Good. Again, you don't have to put this tree pose there. You can just stay here. You can also play by coming down. That's another nice shoulder stretch right here. Good, and then we're going to release it. From here, wide legs. Hands out wide. I'm going to fold over my left leg. And now while I'm here, I'm going to walk my hands forward in front of that foot and bend that left leg. Krishna Dhyana. Pull the heel up, or the toes up rather. And straighten. Both hands on the knees, and then fold over the right leg. The feet are parallel. And then bend that right leg. Sit down low as you can go. And come on up. Spin to the front. Step back to plank. Here we go. We're doing our push-ups again. We're just going to do it. Do it on your knees if you have, or only have to do 5 today. Child's pose, we take a break. We're doing it. We may not be great at this stuff. I'm not great at this stuff. But we're going to show up and do it. And slowly, I become a little bit more open, a little bit more free, a little bit more untied. The knots become untied. And it becomes more peaceful just to be in this body. My name is Raghunath. This has been a 30-day Men's Yoga Challenge. Let's get inspired. Let's live inspired lives and inspire other people. Thank you for letting me serve you. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a great day because today is already working out so wonderful. Thank you. Namaste.